That means $1 billion of Bitcoin could, in theory, be used to issue $1 billion of Bitcoin back credit that would be 1-for-1 back. If I create a company that buys Bitcoin and I accumulate $1 billion of Bitcoin, I have $1 billion of digital capital. What can I do with it? I can issue digital credit. Now, I want you to think about this for a bit. So that means $1 billion of Bitcoin could, in theory, be used to issue $1 billion of Bitcoin back credit that would be 1-for-1 backed. Okay. Now, what's that displacing? It's displacing mortgage credit, credit based upon retail houses, residential houses, commercial credit, that's credit based on commercial real estate, a building that's half empty, right? Or it's displacing corporate credit, credit based upon the cash flows of a company. Or it's displacing, fiat credit, credit that's based on the promise of a government to print more credit, right? That is the status quo. And how big is that? Hundreds of trillions of dollars of those 20th century credit instruments. And when you understand Bitcoin Treasury Company, the very compelling business model is I accumulate a bunch of Bitcoin capital through equity. Then I begin to issue credit instruments against it. And those could be bond-like instruments. They could be convertible bond instruments. They could be preferred instruments. They could be convertible preferred instruments. They could be variable floating preferreds. So there are all sorts of types of credit that can be issued against the underlying digital gold. When you issue that credit, you create leverage on the capital. And when you create leverage on the capital, the equity of the company issuing the credit becomes digital equity, and that equity can outperform the Bitcoin. So if I want to create a company that's going to perform 2x Bitcoin, I take the Bitcoin, I issue Bitcoin back credit against the Bitcoin. I issue digital credit backed by digital capital. I create digital equity, and the digital equity outperforms the underlying capital asset. Now, that's a profound idea.